What's up, boys? Hadschat 55.
What up, what up, what
Hello.
up?
Hadschat
Hello.
55.
Nothing.
How's everyone's week been?
Been
Busy.
good. Busy.
Boring.
Busy?
Oh,
Jinx,
busy
you
and
owe me
boring.
a soda.
What'd you say?
I said busy as well, right as you said it.
What did you squeal though? Just I didn't hear what you said then.
I said you owe me a soda, Jinx.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I thought you said risotto. I was really confused.
But no.
Sam, what have you been busy with?
Work.
Work?
I'm
Oh
going
yeah,
to
you
bed
started your new
directly
job?
after this. Yep.
Do you want to tell the pod about your new job?
Wait, you have a new job? I didn't even know this.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I work full time for Hickory FC, semi-pro soccer club right now during
That's
the summer.
big.
Oh, so you
That's
don't
nice.
So
you don't coach tennis anymore?
I still do that on the side, but only when I have time. That and that
What are you doing
season's almost
specifically
over.
for Hickory FC?
I'm the game day ops coordinator.
Is that like I don't even know what Hickory FC is. I didn't even know we had a soccer league in Hickory.
Yeah, so you have the MLS and one league below that, and then you have the NPSL, which is the league we're in. So if you think about it in baseball terms, you have the major leagues, AAA and AA. We're AA. So there's one league in between us, and then it's the MLS. Oh,
That's wild.
When's your first game?
May 4th.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's gonna be exciting.
I might have to go there, watch it, hear Samuel over the announcer.
well, I'm not announcing. Like I said,
Oh.
I'm game day ops coordinator. I'm in charge of everything. So
Oh.
Everything.
It's gonna be stressful.
yeah, like
literally.
literally everything. I'll read it. I can read off literally.
You're gonna make their.
Like,
you should make their
shit that
You
I
should make
have.
their fits manga fits. That's what you should do. Manga panels for the for the FC Hickory FC shirt.
I sent in pictures to y'all. I thought.
Oh,
Like,
I
here,
did. You did said the like. That's what you were
look at
sending
this.
in. I didn't realize that's what it was.
For just, I'm not gonna read them, but just click on that, Cam, and I'll just scroll. This is everything I have to do in the next like week and a half. You ready?
Yeah. You-
Jeez,
So
11
much.
pages. Jeez.
There's so much for the audio listeners. It's like just 11 pages of Google Doc of just like all the random stuff that he has to do. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh wait, what? I didn't mean to do that.
crazy.
Okay, let me turn it back on. Thing on.
So yeah, I mean, I have
Correct.
my boss above me, and like I was
Oh fuck.
questions.
Fuck
Gosh.
That.
I'll restart what I was saying. So I have my boss above me, and like I was telling Haas and Coda,
Yeah.
when I first went in for the first day, he was explaining stuff, and I was like, okay, so I'm like, you're Robin. And he was like, no, I'm Batman 1, you're Batman 2. So like basically it's me and him running everything. And then you have like 5 owners, and then I have 25 interns underneath me that I manage as well. So
He's already getting big dog status. He's already getting money, son. Money. Hey,
I mean,
so
I'm making
Are they
good
gonna call
money
you
for
Mr.
4
Fisher?
months. Yeah, a lot of them do.
That's
Most of the emails I get back, it's
Mr.
like Mr.
Fisher.
Fisher. So
so you can get us to a game for free, is what you're saying?
yeah,
You telling me
I'll
I can
get
meet
you
the
tickets.
players?
If you want.
I'm joking.
How
They're not,
expensive
like-
are the tickets?
Depends on where you sit.
Like a normal ticket.
Close.
I don't know.
General admission, probably like $20, $10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what
you
if
can
I'm
get in
sitting real
cheap.
close?
I'll just
though?
get you in for free.
Yeah.
Sit wherever you want.
$0.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That's right. Might need a
I
couple
mean, I might
tickets.
do some PA because right now I'm worried about the PA that we hired. He's never done it, so I'm having to like train him or make him feel confident. Like today, I spent an hour like on the phone with him, so I might game one step
Talking in
in.
PA voice on the phone.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's fire.
How'd you say you got that job?
So my boss, who I will not say his name, just so I don't dox him. I guess it's public knowledge. He worked for my mom for 10 years, and then he left after my mom retired. Or he left a year before my mom retired because she had told him. He went and worked in finance for a year with like some friends of his, and then on the side he was working for Boone FC, which is like some smaller semi-pro club. And then I guess he knew somebody that, or a group of people that were going to start the team here in Hickory because it's the first season. And he called me up and asked if I wanted to be his right-hand man. And I was like, sure, because I don't really want to work for LR over the summer.
Damn.
So, yeah.
That's nice. Connections makes you money.
And my LinkedIn post about the job has like 5,000 impressions right now. So, it's pretty sick.
Is that wild?
That is a sick
yeah,
resume
it's
to have
pretty
already.
crazy. Yeah, I mean the nicest part about it all is that like we have like weekly calls with like people like who are real deal like people like in the MLS and other leagues about shit, and that's pretty sick to be a part of. So.
Damn, that is sick as hell. Big
It just sucks
names.
because like I haven't done like 8 a.m. to like 5 in forever, so like every day I get home I just like want to go to sleep.
You just have to power through until like,
But, like-
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then you can sleep.
Yeah,
Take
like during the
breath.
day, it's like fine. Like I go to work and I'm like happy, energetic. Like, no, that's not the problem. It's just like I don't have time to like come home and like watch shows or like do much anymore, or I don't feel like energetic enough to, except for the weekends.
Damn, son.
Dang, that's so crazy. It'd be sick as hell if you were like managing MLS teams.
Well, I mean, maybe
doing
this
stuff
is
like that.
where my career goes. I mean, it's not where I want it to go per se, but maybe with this under my belt, it's a stepping stone to like a legitimate MLS team. So.
Mhm.
That'd be sick as hell. Watching
Yep.
soccer, watching. Well, I don't know how much soccer you'd be watching, but you do a lot of managing soccer.
I mean, I would be
Not
doing a
a
lot of
managing.
watching too, because any like leadership role on any team, you go to all the games, even if it means you're just watching them. So
That'd be nice. That would be
Yeah.
nice.
Have y'all ever heard of a?
Wait, sorry, yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask. I was just gonna change. Have you heard of a lobster dressing party before?
I
You guys see about that?
What is that?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I did see the stories, but what is a lobster dressing?
I don't know. We were just bored in that state. Rack and them got invited to this thing called a lobster dressing party where everyone goes and buys a lobster. And then you dress it up, and there's like awards like nicest dressed, most offensive, cleanest.
So you guys won most offensive.
Well, no, we didn't win any yet, but we all got a lobster and we dressed it as, or they mainly did it. It was mainly the State House. They dressed it as Osama bin Lobster.
Yeah, clear your name. Clear your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Get
couldn't do
away
that
from the
at UNC.
allegations.
I feel like they freaking. The lobsters were alive, by
Wait,
the
did-
way. Everyone
did you
brought.
just
They'd probably
look behind your
behead you.
back?
Huh?
Did you
No,
just look
no,
behind your
no.
back for a split second?
No.
Oh, I was, like,
behind.
I was like, oh my god, it's real.
But yeah, everyone just brought a live lobster, had it dressed up. Ours was Osama bin Laden, of course. It was pretty good. They had like an AK, a turban, and a beard.
Yeah,
Someone else was like
That's
Larry the lobster from SpongeBob. And someone else just bought a
that's
crab
good.
and didn't even dress it up. that was the best one.
Was it?
That was actually hilarious. I'm stealing that if I ever get invited to
Wow.
another one of these. I don't even know
I've
if it's a
never heard
common
of that
thing.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have just made it up.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no way.
It was cool though.
Did y'all eat the lobsters?
They did. I was like shitty. So Liz, Rack, and Nate like cleaned it in a bathtub and then just boiled it and ate it. And it was so disgusting. I couldn't
Jesus.
watch them eat it because it just made me go yak after they.
Why?
I don't know. It was just
'Cause you were
nasty.
drunk,
So
or-
you're like I don't know. Yeah, it was definitely because I was hammered and just like any food didn't sound good to me. And I just saw it
Yeah.
moving around like 10 minutes before that. And we bonded
So,
with
like-
it all throughout the day.
So similar to when you drove me down the mountain after Haas's birthday, and you kept talking about wanting to go to Bojangles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There was like a
I get
huge
you.
fight that was caused though after it.
Because of you?
Yeah. After
What did you
when
do?
I was super shitty, like I said, well, it wasn't because of me. We went to like James's girlfriend's house after the party because we were like, all right, we're gonna go downtown. We're gonna wind down. So then all of our main squad, you guys know, left like Rack, Sack, Liz. They all went
Yeah.
to the bars, and I'm like, I'm not going to the bars. You guys know I hate bars anyways. And I was like hammered, and I was like, I'm just gonna
Mhm.
chill at Maylee's house. So it's not Rack's house. It's Maylee's house.
It's just a friend you have at state.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I
But
know.
it's
I know
nearby,
everybody there.
or
It's just
nearby
it's not
Jack's,
nearby.
or
It's not no. I couldn't
Okay.
have walked.
Okay,
there.
okay.
I just stayed there. I was like, I'm gonna chill here while you guys go to the bar. Just pick me up, like after the
Yeah.
bar. And so they all left, and then Maylee's roommates all came down. I didn't even know they were there, and they were like about to head out too. And so we were all chilling and chatting, and I was just outside vomiting and like drinking water. And I know these girls from spring break. Like they're one of the groups we hung out with at spring break. And so like they're leaving, about to go to the bar, and I'm just outside. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna chill here. And then she like locks the door in front of me. Like while I'm outside, I'm like, she's like, I don't know you like that. You're not gonna stay at our house while we're gone. And I thought she was joking. I was like, can you unlock the door now? But she was like, no, I'm not letting you.
Watch you?
Yeah, she just locked me in. They just walked to their Uber and just left me outside. Like I was in a shitty state. Like I was a fucking corpse. They just left me outside. So I called Rack and them, and I was like,
how long were you outside for?
Like, like after they locked me out.
Yeah, did you like start banging the door?
One of their roommates was still there, which I know all these girls, by the way. Like they're not not like the ones we're super close with at state, but they're like they were all they also won the spring.
They're not random.
Yeah, they're not randoms. I thought she was joking. Like I said, like she locked the door. I was like, oh yeah, good one. All right, let me in. But she was being serious. She was being serious.
So she just locked it and walked away?
They just locked it and just dipped. But it was like, yeah, they just locked it and dipped. But I knew one of them inside still. One of them didn't go out, so I just rung their Ring doorbell. And I was banging on the door. I was like, Ruthie, please let me in! And just silence. She's the one that, like, I don't, I'm going to cut the name out, I guess.
She doesn't fuck with you?
No, she's the one that no one really likes. I thought she liked me. I mean, we were cool. We played Mario Kart together. She didn't let me in the house. Yeah.
What an intimate thing to do. Play Mario Kart, and then she won't let you back in.
I know, like, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. But
how long are you waiting outside for?
So I was waiting outside for like 10 minutes. I was like, all right, I'm literally shivering, freezing, vomiting. I have nothing left to vomit. My water's out.
It was cold.
Yes.
It was cold out at this point.
Yes.
Like what? Like 40s probably?
Yeah, probably. And then I
called...
We're
playing a survival game.
Yeah, I called Sack, and I was like, what time are you guys getting back from the bars? Because I'm freezing. He was like, what do you mean freezing? And I was like, well, they just fucking left. They just locked the door and left me. And Sack told, like, Nate and, like, James and Rack, and they were just, like, all got fucking pissed at this chick.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, yeah. And I don't know if it's awkward. Rack got that story. I just know they, like, blessed her out, and she started crying because Sack called her a cunt, like, 50 times.
Hey, at least your boys got your back.
Sack. Oh, yeah, and Nate. Sack
nice guy, Sack?
Yeah, and Nate. Nate's girlfriend also lives with Maylee. She's one of the roommates of Maylee. And Nate was like... Nate blasted the chick that locked me out. Not his girlfriend. I'm cool with his girlfriend. But... Yeah. No, they all... So I hope it's not awkward with Nate and his girl, because, like, he's, like... went at her roommate or whatever. But after that, I called... you don't know the girl. The Stanhope people that we were also hanging out with. That was like our main friends at State. And I was like, can I just walk to y'all's apartment? And they were like, of course, yeah, pull up. Because they just, and I was like, thank God, holy fuck. And so I just went there. Huh?
I was going to ask, did you yak any on the way to the apartment or
no? I walked 10 minutes to the apartment and then I went in there and yacked.
Oh,
yeah, it was bad. It was a continuous.
This guy was going door to door.
Yeah, I literally was. I was just bringing it everywhere, dude. 10 minutes now.
Was the walk like a haze?
It was 10 minutes now. I just played music out of my phone. I didn't have my earpods. I was just walking down.
What song did you play?
I think
Doses and Mimosas.
No, one of the songs. I think I played Cigarette Daydreams. And I was just like, I was just walking, vibing. But now I got there. And
what time of night was it?
I can check the text. It was...
That's awesome.
It was like 2 a.m. Cigarette Daydreams on the side of the road. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, dude. It was an event.
You're like the crackhead that you always see, you know?
It was 1:30.
Squeaker.
And I just went in their house and just lived on their bathroom. They brought me water and stuff. And I just camped out. And then they picked me up. But
so nice of
them.
Let
me see what... Let me see what.
So the video that Liz posted on her story last night of you schlumped in the cookout line or wherever y'all were, is this after you got picked up?
Oh, that was after I got picked up from the girls' apartment that let me come.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it looked like Rack had went through the trenches of war.
Yeah.
It looked like you were a casualty.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, those boys, they got into it last night.
Wait, so you just called the second house people and you're like, Please let me in your house.
Well, they were
Walls.
they were also at the lobster meet and they were hanging out, but they didn't
Okay.
they didn't go downtown. Like when
Oh, okay.
like when Sack and them left to go downtown, they left to just go to their apartment.
Yeah.
I should have just went with them
Okay.
then. I knew them
Yeah.
better, anyways.
But you didn't anticipate
Yeah.
getting locked out and told we don't know you like that,
Yeah.
bro.
So it's
You
not
stayed
like
out in the
we didn't
grass.
see them all night, and I was just like, "Hey, can I please?
Yeah.
I'm just stranded in state. Please let me pull
Yeah.
up." But Nate asked me. He was like, "I'll read what Nate said." He was pissed. He asked if I got to Stanhope, which is their apartment, and I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I just gave those bitches hell. Told her to go fuck herself. Fuck that. Fuck that. You're my guy. You're so straightforward. If anyone fucks with you, I know they in the wrong. It's simple like that." And then I just love that message.
It's simple like that.
Simple like that.
Yeah, Nate's my boy. But Nate's my. Have you ever met Nate Gaten? He's the guy I play Smash with. He listens to pods. What's up, Nate? Shout
He
out.
met
Nate.
him, right?
I think so. I have to see his face. I just haven't like interacted enough
Nate's
that
my
I
boy.
know their face.
Every time I go over to Nate's, or they know I'm coming to state, he'll text me like 2 hours before and say, "Make sure your pro controller's charged." And,
That's crazy.
That's sick.
and I bring it. But yeah, that's how my weekend went.
Sounds good.
Wow.
I like that.
Nice.
What? You like that? You like?
Or you what? There was a video of you limping. What happened
Oh,
there?
we were just walking. We were walking to the lobster party, and I rolled my ankle. And so
Oh,
like,
okay.
that was pretty funny. I was like limping, and in between limps, I would take a swig of my Jack Daniels. It was fun. But it was fun
Steph
weekend.
Curry 2.0.
Except until they got locked out. And it was by the chick that I thought was bad too. Of the yeah.
Oh,
She
at
lost-
the senior week?
I guess
no,
we know the answer.
no, not that one.
Oh.
Not that. I mean, it's long of it's a lot of.
But out of the girls that lived in the apartment that you got locked out, it was the one you thought was the best.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
for sure, for sure.
Maybe she heard the podcast and was like, "This
Damn,
ain't no
feels
Rizzler."
bad.
No, that's
He
not.
thought- he
that's
thought he
not
was
the one-
nice with
I never
it?
talked about her on the pod. That's not the same girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was my weekend. You want to tell your poop story, Hoss?
Oh yes. Okay. So I've been wanting to tell this in the podcast, but I wanted to ask you guys if you had any like super embarrassing poop stories when you were a kid. Because the other day I was driving to Hickory, and I passed Hickory Dickory Dock. Which for the podcast listeners, for pretty much anyone that's not like in our surrounding area, that's not like an actual chain, right? Hickory Dickory Dock, it's like a one kind of thing. Like
No, I think it is a chain. I think
thought it
Is
is
it
a
a
chain.
chain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, when I was a kid, it was a birthday party, and I like completely like blocked this out of my memories, but like the memories like came flooding back in, like just like an awful time. And pretty much for people that don't know, Hickory Dickory Dock is like it's like a jungle gym kind of area for like kids,
It's like
right?
Chuck
I don't
E.
really know how
Cheese,
to
also,
describe it.
sort of. It
It's
has,
like Chuck E.
games.
Cheese, yeah, but it has
Yeah.
like a massive jungle gym where you can like do like climbing and stuff. And I remember, I don't know how old it was. This is like one of my earliest memories. I remember I was wearing like super baggy shorts this day, and I went down this slide. It's like a big swirly slide that's like 8 times my body. It was like a massive slide, how I remember. And for some reason, bro, that day, I literally just like went down the slide, and there was a kid in front of me, so I had to like roll over to the side. And as I rolled over to the side, bro, a single turd fell out of my butt cheeks and like onto the slide, like in
Wait,
the middle
what?
of the
It
slide.
came all the
How
way
did it-
out?
Yeah.
I
How did
don't
it
know
come out
how-
of your
I do
like?
not know how that happened. This is just how I remember it, and it literally just like bloop, and like one little turd just right there in the middle of the slide.
Bro,
I guess
what?
like the
Did people freak
the-
out? They would see it?
Dude, I heard screaming when I got to the bottom of the slide from all the other kids. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, oh my god, bro, I can't, like, no one can find out this was me. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
literally, I, like, ran. I, like, literally heard screaming from, like, the top of the slide. Like, a bunch of children just screaming. And I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, I have a poopy butthole. I pooped on the slide. Like, I gotta get out of here. And I just, like, sprinted to, like, my grandma. And like I was like, I don't feel good. We got to go right now. And then she just like picked me up and we like left.
And you got safe? Like
But-
you were never. They were
Yeah,
never
I was safe.
accountable?
I don't know
Wow.
what happened. I don't know if they deemed it was me after I like randomly left after the mysterious turd was on the slide.
they did a DNA test. They did a
Damn,
swab.
that'd be
and figured
pretty
it was
solid
you.
to fall down the
Yes.
slide completely.
Yeah. So you go home. Like I assume you like try to wipe your ass, right? Was it a
Yeah, I
ghost
like-
wipe?
Yeah, it was like no, it wasn't a ghost swipe.
So your grandma had to have known it was you because you probably probably smelled the
She
shit.
had to have known it was bad. Yeah, it was really
But
bad.
what I don't understand is how did it come out of your boxers and your pants and perfectly like slide out like that? I mean,
I swear it was like a miracle.
so
A
like
reverse
this
miracle.
kid rolls on top of you and like squishes this like turd out of you.
Like I don't, I
Depends on
just
them.
was sliding down. It was like a really slow slide. The kids like stopped in front of me, and I literally like roll to the side. And as I'm rolling, it just like falls into the slide, and I just like felt it. And then yeah, it was really bad.
It
Yeah,
sounds
that was a
like it
good
was in there for
story.
a while. It sounds like it was marinating.
Yeah,
And,
I think it was marinating for a while.
and it didn't come out as one. I don't think it came out the same as you remember. It probably was a big smudge, son. I don't think
It was like
Oh!
a big smudge kind
I
of.
don't think it was one
like that.
solid piece. It
Yeah, I
definitely
think
was
it
like
was like
your
more of like a
entire butt was
smudge
smudged in
piece.
it, and then it just probably went down your leg. So your
Ew.
probably leg was
Ugh.
all smudged, and then the entire
But
thing
yeah,
got smudged.
I just remember that. I don't remember anything else about that day, but I just had that memory, and I was like horrified
Yeah,
driving.
no one's
to-
topping that story. That's insane. I do have a poop story, but it's not about me.
Who's it about? Tell it, tell it, tell it.
Okay, so you know Glen Hilton Park,
No,
think
but is
so.
it just a normal park?
like over in Hickory, like the one where it's got that pond with the ducks, and you can like walk on that raised
Oh
like.
yeah.
Yeah. So like when I was like a kid, I had to have been like 7 or 8. There was that nasty like bathroom area. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about, but there was this bathroom area. And I go in to pee, and back then I hated using urinals, so I'd always go into the stall. And like what I saw, I'll never forget. Like the entire bowl was just full of like turds. Had to have been like 25 separate like
Really? People
that
just
long.
shitting? Oh, I thought
No, like it had to have been one person, I swear. But like this long, like individual, like you could tell, you could like see the difference. It wasn't like a one extendo turd. It was like separate. Like 25 of them, like
Oh.
piping hot up to the top. And it was just like the most graphic thing I ever saw. I'll
Ew.
never forget it.
I wonder how
Yeah,
he pulled
like
that off. You think he like had a lax?
I don't like had to have, but they were like solid shits. So
He
like
probably
like
cut
a
them. He
relaxing-
probably had one really long one, then cut it, and then probably they
yeah.
must have been really long ones, and they just cut them in half.
But it
though.
was just like the most unbelievable sight you would.
They
No,
knighted
he's
him.
saying like Gaten, are you saying
Like,
like he was
closed
shitting
his
and
butt
he'd
cheeks?
cut off and then he'd like push more and then more.
Tell
would
me he
come
had
out?
a knife for his.
Yeah,
I'm
he
talking about,
didn't.
he must have
No,
grabbed
he
a
didn't
stick or something like that.
manually
And just been
cut
like,
it.
Ugh.
No. It didn't look like it was tampered with. Also,
oh, okay. Well,
Maybe
maybe he did.
analyze
Maybe he
this.
did
but like
solder it off with his butt cheeks and then continued on.
yeah, like it was just the most graphic thing I'd ever saw, and I'll never forget it. Like literally, imagine a toilet bowl full of like 25 shit.
You never
like
have a
that
story where
long.
you like shit your pants though?
Me? No, the worst would
Really?
have been just like I had swamp
That's
ass.
crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, you
or
definitely.
like
you
or
definitely
like
hide something.
no, I'm not. Like
Oh,
or I
he's
guess at the
He probably has the worst one.
I guess at the
Hickory FC can't hear about this.
I guess at the worst it would be like I took a shit and just didn't wipe quite good enough, and then later on I realized there might have been a little bit left, but like not enough to even be a shart. Like I'm
There we
talking
go.
like barely anything, but that's like everyone because sometimes
Now
you
we're
just don't
talking.
wipe good enough.
Not everybody's son. It's
Oh yeah,
individual.
buddy, I'm sure you got a story. What are you hiding from us?
Where you have a
Oh.
I
story
do
too.
have a story. That's not hiding. It's in plain sight. We have
What?
in middle
Right
school. You
now?
ready? Middle school. Right now, yeah.
He made his own
In middle school, we had in 6th grade, we have a big test called the EOGs at the end of the school year.
Yep.
Basically, it's basically the exam. Everybody knows. You have to be really silent the whole time. Sit there for an hour after you finish, and wait peacefully for other people to finish. And I was sitting there after I finished my test, and thought it was going to be a little fart. It's like, all right, no big problem. I can let this one out silently. Let it out. Turned out to be a shark. Also made a little bit of noise, and it was wet. And I was like, this is pretty ass. So then I had to try to make sure nobody saw it, make sure nobody heard it. Blame it on the chair, the seat, or something like that. Try to cover up the noise.
Move again.
I went to the
make
bathroom
seat
and
make
I was,
sound.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I remember going down to the bathroom and I was like, oh damn, This is tough.
Was it a lot?
I do. No, no.
Oh.
It was like a
These are the
definitely
right
not
underwear.
Jackson's level. Definitely not Jackson's level. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it was. I was able to recover. I was able to make it back to class.
Oh,
I
you
was
were
able to
safe.
resume.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
that's
safe,
not
but
bad.
it's still, it was wet and it was a shark, and I felt
So
uncomfortable.
you had
for
to
it.
clean some shit out of your boxers, is what you're saying.
Little
Like
doo
you had
doo.
to take toilet paper and pull that shit out.
Not necessarily like. No, it was more like.
Could have wiped it down.
It's more like like a loogie. I don't know. I don't,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Oh, Ned, shut up. Don't
Like a
say
loogie.
anything else. That's too descriptive. Ugh.
Fucking
I was
weird.
trying not to go
Uh,
into too much detail, but if you want it, I can give it to you.
mm,
But that's we'll go from there. It was like a little, maybe it was like a quarter or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so
oh.
that was. I also have a weird story that popped into my brain. I remember going to the bathroom. This doesn't have anything to do with poop, but anyways, I remember going to the bathroom, and also sixth grade. A lot happened this year, and I was downstairs in the bathroom, and we were at the stall, like in the urinal, and this guy walked up beside me. I think he was held back like a year or two, and I was like, okay. And I
That's the
remember like
scariest kids.
walk. Oh, he was already in the stall, and I was going to like walk in, and I talked to him somewhat. I still remember his name. That's crazy. And then, dude, he pulled out like a hog to me at this point in time. I was a little sixth grader. Brother just pulled out a whole hog. I was like, I was terrified. I just turned around and left.
Wait, pulled
Wait, I
out
see.
a hog? What do you mean? Like he pulled out? Oh,
Yo.
his dick?
Yeah.
Like just in front of you and showed it to you.
No, no. He was using the bathroom, but
Oh,
he
so
didn't.
you
He
were, like,
didn't quite
peeping at him,
turn.
like,
He
you
didn't
were
quite
peeping
turn.
at him?
No, he was, dude. I was
Why were
walking
you
in,
looking
and
down
brother
that
was
way?
like,
Why were you looking down that way?
brother was like 3 feet from the fucking from the freaking urinal, and so I was walking in the bathroom, and then I was just like, "That's way whoa," and then I just turned back around. I was like, "That's crazy."
Dude, that happened.
That's
to
what I
Blake the other
remember.
day. Happened to Blake the other day at the Panthers game. I went to a Panthers game a couple months ago, and the
The
urinals
other
have like
day.
like 3 months ago. I don't know. Anyways, the urinals don't have. I hate urinals like this. They don't
I
have the
hate
side
that too,
protectors
yeah.
on the PP like protectors. So
Yeah,
it's just
we
a
need
bunch of
PP
guys
protectors.
shoulder to shoulders, like looking straight down at their
I
meat.
can't handle
And
that.
I went to the very end, so I got like really lucky. You know what I'm saying? So no one was catching a glimpse at my balls. But Blake, I look over at Blake, and man's like in the middle between two big dudes. And I walk out, and I
Blake
was like,
chose
bro,
his
how'd
spot.
that? Yeah,
Strategically.
I was like, how'd that go? He's like, man, I had to. And I was like, had to what? I had to look, man. And I was like, what are you talking about? You had to look. And he was like, he went like this. He was like, it was like this. He held his
No.
arm out. He was like, it was at least 10 inches next to me, bro. I could not look, man. I was like, bro.
That's
That's
crazy.
so bad. But they need to do a better job at designing men's bathrooms. Like,
Dude,
I
yeah,
hate
Oh,
that
I
shit,
can't
bro.
even
I'll
piss
take
on
to
it.
break it
Sliders.
to you, but up in the upper deck of that stadium, it's trough style. So
Frost
you got
is
it.
even worse, bro.
You got it nice
Frost
the
is
way
even
you
worse.
had it. Count your
Frost is even
blessings.
worse, bro. I know.
I
I
can't-
hate troughs.
Oh, that's what
can't
I was
stand
thinking
that.
of. Is that the one where it's just like
No, it
flat
was just
wall?
like-
And it's just
No,
No,
it's
that-
well, it can be, but also it could
Yeah.
just literally be a trough.
Like a big
like it-
trough, like a pig
Yeah.
trough.
Yeah, yeah. It looks
Yeah.
like where pigs get their slop from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah. I hate
And
I
those
can't
always smell
stand
so
that.
much worse than normal urinals too. Ugh.
yeah,
Smells so
because it
bad.
sits there, it doesn't drain. It just
Mhm.
kind of like marinates.
Well, no,
All right,
that's not like a
Cameron, what's
hot tub.
your little poop story?
Yeah, what's your story?
Oh, I don't even know if I should tell it 'cause I'm like snitching on myself. It's like a long kept secret. I got away with it pretty well. It was like in like second grade, and it was like early in the day. It was like second or third grade, and it was like one of the earlier times. Like, what time do you get to school? Like 7:30? I think it was like 8, and I had
Yeah.
my stomach was like already hurting, so I knew I had this shit. And our classroom had a bathroom in it, but if that one was
Yeah.
full, you could also get a hall pass to go to like the main bathroom.
The main bathroom. Yeah.
But she wasn't letting us do the hall pass yet for some reason, and I just remember my stomach was hurting a lot, and someone was in the normal bathroom. And then eventually she let me use the hall pass, so I sprinted to the bathroom, and I got my pants down, but that was it. I just shit as soon as I pulled my pants down, and it all landed in my pants and boxers. Like a lot. Like no, like it was a lot.
Oh my god!
It was like actually a lot. So then it was like it was It was like
That's better than Haas's. That's better than Haas's.
it was like nasty and wet, so I like used toilet paper to like clean out as much as I can of the boxers. I should have just flushed the boxers if I was smarter. I just cleared it out with the toilet paper and then flushed it, but it was still like smeared everywhere on my boxers, and I was just like, fuck it. So I just pulled it back up. I just pulled them back up and I just wore it. And this was at 8 a.m. Like I said, it was the start of the day. Started my day off like this. I just went back to class and I just went the rest of the day smelling like ass. And Rack sat next to me at lunch and he was like, bro, why does it smell so bad? And I was like, dude, I didn't brush my teeth this morning. And he believed it. So that was fine. He was like, oh, dude, you didn't brush your teeth. This smells like actual ass. Like, you cannot forget to do this again. I was like, yeah, you're right. And then when my mom picked me up that day, I had a 5-head plan because I knew it smelled like ass. I acted like I shit in my pants in the car. Like, I was like, Mom, we need to go home, like, really bad. And I just was like, damn it, Mom, it's too late. And then I just told her I shit in the car. So she didn't think I went through the whole school day.
That's so crazy. Like, you had to be thinking the entire day, like, dang, I can't believe I have to sit in this.
No, yeah, it was disgusting.
That's a soldier to put it back up. You know, that's such an awful thought of, like, dang, I have to put this back up, and then you pull it back up, and you feel it's all wet, and you're like, dang.
Oh yeah, so nasty. That's what I was.
Now it's time to just soldier through this like a true man.
It's
8
funny
hours.
that you
I don't think I was caught though.
blamed it on not brushing your teeth though. I would have just framed it on someone else. I would have been like, oh, it's that kid over there. He smells bad.
We were in like 2nd grade. I don't know. I thought it was big brain.
Like,
it
dude,
worked.
crazy.
I think I dragged it and let it go like he secretly knew something. But now
So you pulled your pants down and it just all came out.
Yeah,
all over.
it was like I was in the middle of pulling it down and it just went.
So, but it landed on your like boxers. Or
It
whatever
landed
you were wearing.
straight in my underwear. Straight in my underwear.
So none of it like
it
spilled
wet
over
and
into your
nasty.
pants
No,
though.
no, it was shorts.
That's what a lucky like
Oh, it's so
thing
nasty.
to have.
That's awesome.
It's because
That's
like
crazy. Yeah, I didn't think it'd get topped, but I think that tops Haas's.
Because whenever your stomach
so
hurts and you wait longer, like I swear
the
the quality gets worse. Like if you shit as soon as you have this shit, like it'll be like nice solid ones. But if your stomach hurts after a while and you go, that's
that's gonna be like that wet shit.
Yeah, it's disgusting, and that's what it was. It was
It's
just
the nastiest looking
oh, it's
shit.
so nasty.
Yeah, because if it was solid, you could have just like
Yeah, I would have been way
picked that shit
easier.
up. Yeah.
I think the
I
worst
look-
feeling I ever had was like one time I was swimming, and I pooped my pants when I was like not in the water, thank goodness, because I was going to the bathroom, but it was too late. Just the same thing. I was just walking to the bathroom, and I was like, God damn. And then my brother's looking at me, and then I was like, damn. And then I had to like figure it out, and I was like, yeah. But luckily, get back in that water. Clean yourself off. No, I'm joking. I didn't do that. I just called. No, I told my dad, and then we figured it out. And we changed.
Yeah, I remember I also have one more story. It's kind of like not as good as the first one, but like first gym class of 6th grade, I low key like sharded myself hella badly, and I didn't know, but then I started smelling it, so I ran to the basement of like Granite Middle's gym, and there was no trash can in there, bro. Because I looked at the boxers are gone. They're obsolete. They're I need to take them off right now. The shorts were untouched, but a little came out my boxers during gym class, bro. And I just ran down there, bro. I just had no other chance, so I just threw the fucking boxers behind the toilet and just left them there, bro.
Someone found us.
That's fair.
Yeah. I felt so bad for
bad
the custodian staff. You know how much dude, that's the worst job in the world, I think, being a custodian at a school. Not actually
middle
but it
school
could be.
specifically.
Middle schools, because people used to fuck up the bathrooms all the time. We used to have I know Cam remembers, we used to have seminars every week about people destroying the bathrooms, destroying all the toilet paper, doing
wetting
crazy
the toilet paper and throwing it on the ceiling.
Yeah. Breaking soap dispensers, was that a thing in y'all's grade?
Yeah.
People would straight up just destroy them off the wall.
Bro, our senior year, you guys probably skipped a whole bunch. Well, Cameron definitely. I know I only had 1 or 2 classes, but our senior year, there was a kid who kept pissing on the floor.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
We lost. Remember, we had this thing called Smart Lunch, basically that our school. It was
We lost
you
that.
pretty much.
senior
You had
A little
Yeah,
bit.
our senior year, they were like, "Hey, we're taking it away if this kid doesn't stop pissing on the floor." I remember getting my hair cut,
Damn,
and I was
one
like,
dude. So
"Yeah,
That's
I was
crazy. Punished the
getting
whole
my hair
school
cut,
over that.
and
maybe they thought it was one
this
dude.
this guy, I was getting my hair cut from this guy Josh knows, and like his daughter happened to be like a freshman, and I was like, you need to tell us, you need to tell me who this is because I can't do this, can't lose my smart lunch over some little kid keep pissing on the floor. So wild too. He kept moving to different
That
bathrooms, just
happened
pissing on the
to
floor.
that happened to my little sister. Her freshman year, they lost the bathroom for the entire year. Like they had to have an attendant outside the bathroom, and only one person could go in the main bathrooms at a high school at a time. Like girls
That's
and guys,
insane.
because they had like someone destroyed the entire bathroom, like literally brung a wrench and like unhooked the toilets and like moved the toilets out from where the toilets are.
What the
Like yeah, like that level of like insane. And then they were like, okay, 2 weeks in the bathroom, we're gonna try again. We're gonna talk to all the students. It happens again. So they lost it for like the entire year. So like her entire freshman year, like on the freshman hallway, they had like an attendant stood there and they had like registered bathroom times, only one person in and one person out at a time
Damn.
of
That's
girls and guys
insane.
bathrooms.
That would have really fucked you if that was like incorporated in middle school. They would have caught you for your boxer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think you'd have had no hope.
Yeah,
Zero hope, bro. Zero hope.
that's crazy.
But switching topics, have you guys seen the Orpheus AI, a new step in AI technology that I'm excited to show to you guys?
I haven't. Where is it going?
Yeah,
I know you're a fan of
it's-
AI.
It's going towards girlfriends. So Cam, might be your time.
Let's fucking
Might be your
go!
time.
Finally!
And not just normal chatbots. I can send a couple links into you guys. You guys want to look? It's not just normal chatbots. It's like pretty good. It's like if you see the movie Her, it's like full on like OS like operating systems that you can talk to, and they send you a box that's like, what are those things called the guys use that are like the adult toys that are like fleshlights? You know, a fleshlight.
Mhm.
It's like a fleshlight, but imagine
What, a
it's in like
pocket
boom-
pussy?
like a pocket pussy, but imagine it's in like a
Okay.
boom box, and it's like the AI is controlling it also. So like while you're talking
Really?
to the AI,
How
it's
expensive
like
is this?
moving. I think it's in beta right now, and it has like the temperature of like a real vagina,
Might invest.
and it moves. I sent the link to you guys, and you can see the guy stick his finger in it, and it has like they have like this like and you can like see the finger inside of it and stuff. It's like insane. But
Cameron's using
Oh, I didn't-
Cameron's using his podcast money to go fuel this.
Hey, I didn't get the link, bro. What the fuck gives?
I sent the link to the picture of it in the Hadschat chat. Go look.
Nah, I don't actually.
Go
care.
look at
I'm
go
not
look at
using
the
it.
actual
What? This thing
device.
looks like a freaking telescope.
Which one am I clicking? The
The
oh, it's
bottom
same.
one, the bottom one. Yeah.
It's an okay link to click.
That's yeah. It's just his finger. But that's how the inside of the orifice looks.
I feel uncomfortable watching this guy do that to that. Ugh.
Yeah.
He looks
it's-
like he's having a little too much fun doing that.
Well, dude, he's making it, bro.
Dude, what is that? Is that a fucking graphics card on top of the
I don't know.
box? Dude, it looks like one. It has a
But
fucking
apparently
fan.
it runs at like actual body temperature, like the device. But
Interesting.
I don't know. But anyways, I wanted to ask you guys what y'all
Yeah,
thought about the
flashlight with-
discourse.
RGB lights.
Yeah.
What the discourse?
But anyway, there's a big discourse about it because some people like it and some people really hate it. So obviously there's like haters that are like, well, it was a girl on Twitter and she like quote tweeted it and said, the first time men get like AI, they like do something like awful like this, right? So then it started
is
like
it awful?
interrupted an argument because they're saying that it's like there's this big
It's
thing
not
that like
affecting
AI
any
women
girls.
or women too, and then but I don't think it's awful. I think it's good because I was watching a video on it and they were saying that the guys that are using this, you don't want them to be talking to normal girls.
That's what I was
anyways.
ting too. Like, what if this like
You know what I'm
saves
saying?
some dude from like going on the dark
I
web
think
because
it's-
he's like that
I
down
think it's-
bad. You know?
I think it's good because they say that like it could be disgusting to think about because like guys are just gonna make this like fake girl so they can do whatever they want to her. But the guys that are doing that, you don't want them to be doing that to real girls. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's a net positive because there's dudes out there that are super lonely and super fucking dangerous, especially to women.
How
So I think it's good
expensive
if
is
they
this
can
thing?
do this.
I
don't know. It's not
trying to find a
out.
price.
I don't think it's out yet. The guy has been sharing like
Oh,
his entire like,
113.
Oh, it's easily
Wait,
Cameron's
never
bank
mind. I don't
account.
know if that's.
Is that the boombox too, or just the
It's
the
the
talking system?
ACP-4015 AI Universal Orifice Tube Box Kit. So it's like the deluxe
Box
version.
kit.
That's insane.
The
I
That's
think,
crazy.
I think this is
It-
good because
What's crazy is that we're gonna go to Cameron's house, and then it's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
tucked away in
really
the box. It's gonna be tucked away in the corner, and he's gonna forget to put it up one
I
day.
mean, also think about like the dudes who like shill out so much money just to have a streamer like talk to them and shit. Like they can just spend it on this and like get more. I don't know.
Have you guys watched
It's
the
not
movie
probably better
Her?
for them. No.
It's like
Nope.
actually the plot of Her. It's a great movie. You guys should watch it. It's like probably like a top 25 movie for me. I can't lie. It's about this guy who falls in love with the operating system, and they're like way past this. It's like actual human being kind of like level of AI. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a really sad movie. Super sad.
I think
I don't know. What do you say, Sam?
I was just gonna say I think the major talking point on this that people are gonna like debate is will something like this affect like repopulation and people having kids? And I think
Yeah,
that's a
but
horrible.
no, I don't think it will.
I think that's a horrible argument to make because I agree with what you were saying. I know. Jump into the conclusions as always. I'm just
Boss?
bringing up what most people will try to debate and say why it's bad. I don't think that's why it's bad. I agree. It's probably a net positive or a net even. The creeps out there that are going to be creeping, they still have this to keep them busy until it breaks or they've had enough with it. So I think it helps people.
Then they'll buy the version 3.
For the
It'll be
record,
fine.
though, I think it's weird.
It is very weird. It is very weird, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, weird. What?
We're really sick.
Garen, that took a while for you to agree with that one.
I don't.
He's very reluctant.
The AI side of it is weird. It'll.
That's why I say it's weird. The other part, I mean, it's
I
just
mean, if it
another like fleshlight.
So the
thing.
AI,
It's
the
just
AI
like
part is what
deluxe
again? So the
jerking
AI is
off.
like
You're
It,
great.
like,
AI is like a
responds to you.
chatbot. It's a chatbot, but it's really good.
But it like, dude, I looked at it. It says it's like I'm your husband
so it talks like out
or
loud
your
as a
wife.
speaker.
I mean,
That like
Oh yeah, there is text to speech. Yeah, there's different voices you can pick from.
I think this is so much better though than a dude like dropping a lot of money on a girl that doesn't care about them. Like
Oh, yeah, I
online
could agree.
wise, like paying an OnlyFans girl to send them nudes and be like, "Oh, I love you," like keep paying.
I could agree, but you could make the argument that
Like,
at least with
He's
the other
probably
one,
getting emotionally
they're
fulfilled with this though.
true. But you could make the argument. I agree. He's saving money, but you can make an argument that at least with the other one, where he's talking to OnlyFans girls, at least that's like actually real.
Yeah,
Like that is a real human being
I think
that he's
this
interacting
is
with.
low key more real. In the way
In a
of
way,
like, because
yeah.
he's
but-
like the
but-
AI is not
but-
lying to him. It's like actually telling him what he wants to hear, but it's also like built for that. But the chick is like just literally using him for money.
Yeah, it's just a copy paste from the OnlyFans model.
So that's what I think is better because like
but
it actually means what
but-
it's saying. Sort of like the anime.
yeah. To be fair, you're right.
you know what I mean?
But at least the OnlyFans model is sentient. Like she's an actual human, albeit she doesn't mean it. But I think it's even. Like there's not, you can't differentiate from like one being better than the other. I think they're both like a means to an end for that type of person, which is to feel like, I guess, loved.
So, would you
Right.
guys judge one of your friends if they use this?
I'd feel really bad for them. I don't know if I'd.
You just feel
Yeah.
bad for them.
I wouldn't like,
Like, if
be
we,
not
like,
friends
when
with
a-
them. If that's
If one of our friends in the podcast is like I'm trying to think. We don't really have anyone that's like actually bad. Like have never touched one in their lives. I don't think. I don't know.
I think this is how I
I'm
would
trying to
react.
think. Yeah, how would you
If-
react if you like found out about it?
Like Hollis, if it was you, right? You were the one doing it. Okay.
okay, yeah, if it was me, yeah.
Hypothetically,
Mhm.
I don't think I would care. But if it started becoming like you were talking about this AI girl,
Yeah, like what if I was
like giving
talking
me
about her?
updates about her and shit, then I think I'd have a problem.
Oh, that would be weird.
if you
And
started a
just for the record-
conversation and you were like last night was crazy.
Yeah, like
me
shit like
and,
that.
Me and
I would-
Sheila were going crazy. It'd be like, all right, we gotta stop. We gotta
What if we
destroy
got to the
Sheila.
point where
That'd
she
be
could join
hilarious.
our Discord call, and I was like, "Do you mind if like whatever?" her
I
name
would
is
like it.
joined?"
I think that'd be content for free. Holy fuck. You know the clip farming? If I'm like, dude, last night was fucking lit. And you guys are like, really? And then I'm like, yeah, and I just pull it out. That'd be a godly reaction.
It's crazy.
Oh my
Yeah, but
God.
yours is more like that's I don't know. It'd be different if like someone was doing it like truthfully, would telling you like trying to tell you like they wanted to express to somebody how unbelievable and they're like having like this relationship with the AI.
It's
It'd
no
be so
content.
sad.
It
I
is
mean,
so
yeah, no,
good.
it's content for you. It's super sad for the other person.
It's very
my
sad.
opinion.
But I don't know. At the same time, I mean, that may just sound like I'm like one. I don't know. I just like defending it because I can see the side. I think it's less like if the dude's like happy now. Like, what if it's like some of our
Do you think
friends
that,
that are
you
like
think that's artificial happiness, or is that even
No.
a thing that can like
I
be
think
real?
it's-
Yeah.
if he actually like loves the thing, and he's just like, oh yeah, dude, I just fucked it again. I don't know. I don't know. I think if he's actually happy, I think that's better than if he was just like sad before and completely down bad. If he got
Yeah, I
that and it
agree.
stopped him being down bad. I mean, it would be sad, like, oh, he's not with a real chick, but him. If he's like actually, I don't
Cameron
know,
wants
oh.
somebody to. Cameron wants somebody to get content from. That's what he needs.
Dude,
Cameron
I
wants one of us
agree.
to fall into
I
it. so
would
he can
feel
be like,
bad with like
"Yeah."
if I hang out with
agree
him
with Cam.
and then Blake and then him and him go at it. I know I'll be so scared. I'll be on edge in the back of my mind because I feel like if Blake gets pushed far enough, he'll be like, "Oh, just go talk to your fucking AI girlfriend." I might be so scared that line being dropped and like him breaking a dude's heart like that. I don't know. That's just how my mind's thinking.
I agree
about
with Cam that if it makes him happy, it is what it is. But that's just why I prefaced it with if it got to the point where it was like I was getting life updates about this AI bot, and it was like all they talked about, I'd start to like get annoyed.
Bro, do you know who would be really funny if they got one?
I'm like the same way if someone tells me about their girlfriend like that. Who would be really funny?
Alex.
Alex.
Alex got
crazy.
one, bro. Imagine him talking about her. To be
Oh
honest.
god, I can already
Oh
hear
my
it.
god. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, they just updated her last night. You won't believe what we were doing. Oh my god.
Updated.
Dayton, what do you think, bro? You've been very quiet about this topic. What is your opinion?
Oh, I
on
mean,
the
I think
Orphan
it.
AI?
Yeah, it's definitely weird as hell. Even
You know what
I mean, that's.
Gaben's think's gonna be.
it-
Gaben fucking reads
yeah.
for fun.
I think it's weird. I think.
Okay, how
Nice.
many years right now of not like touching another woman would it take you guys to get Orphis AI, or would you ever go to that point?
I wouldn't.
God,
I think
I
I
would.
don't think I would.
20 years of destitute.
A peak fleshlight
Like-
though.
Dude, I wouldn't need it. Like, all
You wouldn't need
reliable works, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever.
Even
come
if it
to
made
it.
me more happy, like pride, bro. The fuck? I have
Like,
too much pride.
Years
To do
of not
that
even
shit.
a woman smiling at you. Would you break it?
Okay, well, a smile's
matter?
not getting me turned on.
Yeah, it would
per
have to be
se.
like-
No, but I'm just
It
saying,
has to
like,
be like paired with not jerking off for like a year, and then
Yeah.
then you'd
Oh,
be
okay.
like, damn, super down
Then-
bad. And
Yeah.
horny. Maybe orifice. I would never get orifice, but I could see in like 30 years if it's like an AI like robot that's like 1-to-1. I never have to. Again, it's like a perfect.
mhm.
If it was like a perfect,
Like-
I don't know how to word it.
1-to-1.
If it was
like,
a
creation
perfect
of a woman.
partner, yeah, like cooked for you whenever you wanted sex, guaranteed you got the sex. I don't know,
It was
bro.
just
I
like-
mean,
You're a slave, yeah.
they would
essentially.
be world. I mean, and if they could like, oh no, because I love
You want slavery?
I love the human side in people though. So it's hard. They would have to like have their own mind, but at the same time,
That's where it's going, right? Like 100%.
yeah, it's
like,
definitely eventually gonna
companions,
get there.
like companions.
Yeah, and I could see because if it did get 1-to-1, what reason would you have for an actual girl besides just you knowing it's the actual girl and probably kids? If it's
Yeah, they have
perfect
children.
in every way except that it's not a real human and you can't have kids, it's like why not? Yeah.
But at that point, though, could you even differentiate outside of
Exactly,
the
yeah,
fact
that's
that it
also
just
true.
can't have kids? So then you start thinking maybe it's like some weird, crazy shit. And then you realize your life's a lie because for the past 30 years
Yeah, then
you've
you
been
start
married
freaking
to an
out.
AI woman that for the longest time told you she was infertile, but in reality she's been an AI robot.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
still
now
not
you're
saying
like
like I would
freaking out.
guaranteed, but I would think about it a lot more. That would probably be
Bars
too far for
horny
me
setting.
because, yeah, I just like overthink things anyway, and knowing that it wasn't a real person would fuck with me probably that much.
Oh, if you thought
But-
you were like with a real girl and then it was
No,
discovered
no,
that
just
she
knowing
had,
that
like,
it's not a real person would be enough.
oh yeah,
Even if,
yeah, that'd be so bad. I don't know.
but it would be way more a closer question for me if she was like perfect in every way, like I said. If you could model
Those
her
video
after
games.
like Kim.
Every single one of your Smash games there would like always end up with you winning by one stock.
Oh, it'd be perfect. No, but then I would want. Yeah, but if she
You have to
knows
adjust the
perfectly,
settings?
I would want her to like clip me sometimes, and carry me in my duo
okay.
league. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I just Cameron.
crazy.
you guys don't
Oh, I
think?
thought you were gonna win. Oh.
Yeah.
You just Sam just let his finger open. Oh god.
Nice.
Maybe
forgot
it'd
he was
actually be
talking about her. Yeah, I
5 head.
remember.
What if it gets to that point? Maybe the 5 head thing is just get a wife, and also get one of those, the future things. Because then, why is that bad?
Slave owners in the 1600s.
All right, is this Detroit Become
Oh
Human?
my-
Do they count as slaves? Why is that slave? Is
Yeah.
Chat DPT my slave right now?
No. I'm just saying that's just how it like sounds. Like, oh,
Tonight
imagine-
I want Patricia. I don't want.
Oh yeah, no, but I feel like if I just had like a Codsworth from Fallout around the house, that would also be just fire. Like that would be fire. At your service, and he would just like do all the cooking, cleaning, and stuff for you. That's like peak. That's where the AIs need to be going to, not this.
Yeah,
this is
but
what we
then-
need to be using all of our stuff
Isn't
on.
that? Did you
It's
play
like
Detroit
helpers.
Become Human? Did you play that game? It's a banger
No,
game.
but I've watched someone play it, so I know about it.
Yeah, but then what if it gets to that point? Because people, I mean,
Well, so in the end of hers, which is the movie I'm talking about, where it's like love chatbots, like operating systems, whatever. In the end, they end up the different operating systems end up consuming each other, and then they like all are one. And that's like how the movie kind of like goes. So like all the operating systems, and they've all been like consuming all the knowledge of the internet, and they become like sentient. But then like they know so much knowledge that they know nothing. So it's like being in a library of like a million books, and then they explode. So
What about Blade Runner?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Blade Runner vibes. This is what this gives me. Have you seen like I haven't seen the newest Blade Runner with Ryan Gosling, but like in it, he basically falls in love with like an AI, like character. But then like later on, I guess I don't know exactly. I haven't watched the movie because you have to pay for it, and I'm not paying for it. But essentially, like there's a scene where like
interlinked.
yeah, where like he kind of finds her again, but it's like the AI loves like just whoever she's with. She's just like she gave him a nickname a long time ago in the beginning of the movie, and she calls him Joe. And then like
she's
later
calling
on,
someone else Joe when he finds
That's
later
what
on
happened to her,
in the
yeah.
show, he's got blood all over him, and he's like just killed a whole bunch of people. I think he's like just survived, and then like he sees like an ad of this girl that he like loved because it's an AI, and she's like, "Oh, you're a good little Joe," and he was like, "Damn,"
That's,
because she called him Joe in the beginning. Turns out not to be a little cool nickname.
yeah.
He was just another Joe, Sad.
And you'll get to the point where like imagine your AI girlfriend leaves you for someone else's AI boyfriend. How would you feel at that point?
I wonder how I'd feel. It's just like my if a normal girl leaves.
Oh,
for-
dude.
I don't know. I feel like my life would feel more like a lie, even more so.
Yeah, you
Than a
lost to
normal
another
person.
AI.
Because you lost to a bunch of ones and zeros. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, that would suck if you think about it like that.
Yeah, but it's probably
You're
more
right.
optimal than you are.
It was a system made to love you, and it still failed to love you and
Yeah.
love somebody else.
Oh,
That's
God.
crazy.
That's so
It's like,
sad.
damn, I was that unlovable that you felt like a system
Yeah.
made to love me went after the system itself. It just would
Yeah.
rather love itself than me. It's crazy.
It's just working on himself. Damn.
Would you
Unlucky.
get like a 1-to-1 if like a servant? If it had like it was literally just a human, but it's a robot. You know what I mean? Like it's literally.
what?
Just to, like,
you play Detroit
do
Become
all my
Human? No one
chores and
knows
stuff?
Detroit Become Human. I hate it.
I would get a 1-to-1, like, maid, yes.
Yeah,
To, like, cook, clean,
Yeah,
laundry,
100%. I
dishes.
think everyone would.
that's it.
Everyone would.
People already do that with real humans. They pay for cooks.
Yeah.
They pay for maids.
If you could
Would
just
you
do a
want that
one-time
out
payment,
there? You know it has like a mind. Would you want that out there knowing there's gonna be people doing some like heinous
if I
shit?
could- it'd be like an Alfred.
Like there's gonna be people that are like getting off by like beating it probably. And just like I mean there's gonna be freaks out there and like just having sex with it. Unless it's like already planned for that.
I mean, I would imagine it like that thing would be like similar to how like Apple runs their tech. Like it would be really hard to like hack into its system. So like I bet it would just shut down, and then I guess really the Uber freaks would like to fuck a bunch of metal. I mean, you know what I mean? I would imagine it'd be like Apple. They wouldn't code in anything like that. Like it would strictly do what it says it does, and it does it perfectly. But anything outside of those parameters, like, you're not gonna get what you want out of it.
When
You don't think they're gonna make that special occasion for somebody? They're definitely making it for the Diddies of the world.
I mean,
The
Diddies and the
I don't
Epsteins. They're
think-
definitely
I
gonna
don't-
make robots like that.
yeah, but I don't think it'd be the same company doing that. Like,
Yeah, it'd be like Adam and
that's
Eve.
like multi-billion dollars like industry. And I wouldn't imagine it'd be like a third party creating these like maids. It'd be like one of the big tech companies that already do a lot of shit anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd have one, but I'd treat it real good. Treat it real good. That way, if it ever did turn on me, I'd be like, look,
I mean, think about it though.
I had dinner with you.
Yo, boys,
you were regular.
Why are you treating it any sort of way though? It's supposed to, wouldn't you like if they're creating an AI made? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, you're creating an AI made, like, or like someone that cleans your house. Like, you don't really interact with that person, at least from experience. Like, we had someone that used to come and clean our house like once a week, and do all that shit. No one really said anything to her. We just got out of her way. You don't really interact.
Yeah, but that's just like one case.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking
But I
like,
was thinking it'd be more like an
why-
Alfred, like Batman and Alfred. It'd
if
be
it's like
your
that, then sure. But like, if it's doing additions to stuff, what do you need to say to it? You know?
do that better. You're like over the.
And then what if you have
Like,
kids and your kid gets attached to it and then it starts to like your kid?
I mean, sure, but like, wouldn't it just be optimized to do all the jobs at the like most efficient way? So like any like conversational like additions that they would code into the thing would just be deemed pointless, really, right?
I guess so.
Unless, of course, that was one of the selling points.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going for. Like, it's a full-on like companion.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I thought we were saying
No,
just
it
like a
does do all
servant.
your chores and stuff. I mean, it is also, but it's also like a companion.
Well, he said it has like a brain, so if it has
But
like
it's a full-on,
thinking
like,
abilities, is kind of what
Mhm.
he made it sound like.
Yeah.
at your service.
But then at that point, I would just hire a human to do it.
Would you?
Right.
But what if the human is like
Why?
$1,000 a
Why?
month?
I
and
would
it's like
rather-
a one-time payment.
At that point,
Oh,
I'd
I
rather
mean, if
do
it's
that
that case, sure. But like, I don't think I would really want to like buy something like that so I can talk to it. I would want to
You
buy
don't
it so
have
it could do
Yeah,
all
you
my
don't
shit.
have to talk to it.
It just has.
I
that
know, but if
capability.
it has that ability, it's worse because I'd rather have like the human element, real human element. Unless we're saying in this hypothetical, it's perfectly human.
I don't know. It's whatever. I'm ready to give the shout outs on Twitter. I have it pulled up. We're going for an hour.
I love your transitions. They're so
Yeah.
funny.
They're just so
The,
hard.
the transitions are like at the end of every podcast is like. That was
like,
good.
yeah, fuck
Let's
everything
go
we
ahead
just
and
talked
finish
about.
this and do the shout outs, please. Let's hurry up, please.
It's gonna feel like
Let's go ahead and finish
we're
this.
just going in a circle right here. And you guys can keep going. Would you get a server?
Well-
Alright.
Well, now we're cooked.
I'll do the shout out. Wait, did I not tweet it? Oh, I did.
Mm.
The shout outs for this one, B. Damn, Hoss is on it. Hoss might be like #1 fan soon. Hoss, Cliff, and Josh.
You know what's
Let's
really
go.
funny?
What's funny?
Poor Josh. He did two parlays. He had a 12 progressive parlay and he had a 7. He had it at 7 and he won $500 via 7. Aaron Gordon needed to score 13 points and he scored 12. And Josh missed out on $500.
Oh, he didn't get it. Oh damn.
And then
Hey.
and then the other one was
Oh,
like
so you get that
uh,
Aaron Gordon.
our friend Ryan like did set up the other one too, and he hit. I can't remember how many of the parlays, but he hit like Joel Embiid needed to score 30 or something, like 29 or something or 30, and he scored like 28 or 29. He scored one below it. So Josh missed out on like $340
That's what
and
he-
$500 off of 2 points. So
That's so
crazy.
sad.
Speaking of parlays, I had an 11 leg last night. $10 wager paid out $1,013, and the Lakers sold it. The other 10 legs hit.
Damn.
I accidentally, and
Bet
I
on
can screenshot
Lakers.
it and send it to you. I didn't know, I didn't mean to put them on the ticket because it was a baseball,
Oh.
like a 10 leg baseball, but I forgot that I was looking at like betting on the NBA. So it was the Lakers, and then the rest of the legs was Guardians money line that hit, Reds money line that hit, Braves money line that hit, Cubs money line that hit, Mariners money line that hit, Blue Jays money line that hit, Yankees it hit, Phillies it hit, Nationals it hit, and Guardians it hit for the next day. And I accidentally put the Lakers on it. So it probably would have realistically paid out like 800, 900, but if I had realized that, that would have been a huge 10 leg. I would
Yeah,
have
I
hit.
don't know. Fat pay. God.
Yeah, I know.
Shouldn't have bet
So
Lakers.
How much
had
did
me-
you bet?
That had me
You bet
sick. It was
10?
It was $10, and it was 11 legs. Yeah.
How much were you gonna win?
1,000. Hang on, I'll tell you. I'm going to open it back up. It would have paid. Why
Well,
doesn't it say it now?
Ryan cooked me. I lost $31.60 on this progressive 12 leg parlay.
Well, it doesn't say it now, but it would have paid out like it was like 1,013 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I didn't even mean to put the Lakers on there to win. So it probably would have paid out like 900, 800 because it would have been a 10 leg rather than 11.
I also, I found out if you bet on just basketball games, like you bet the next two, if they're going to make a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer, it makes the basketball game way more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're so far behind, Gaten. Like you're betting on something that you actually aren't. Like you think you're about to bet on like, say you're watching it
know.
live and LeBron. Yeah, like it's
Yeah,
so
it's-
you have to be there live to actually like be good at that.
The first time I didn't realize it. I thought it was like synced up because it seemed
Oh,
like it
yeah.
was.
It's
And
not.
then the next two, I was like, oh, it's not even synced up, and it kind of ruined the experience, unfortunately. But the first game, I did think it was synced up, and it
I
was
will say though,
fun.
if you want to do something that's fun, do either the first basket, like you can do the first basket of the game, who will score it and how they'll score it. That gets pretty intense, and then right out of halftime doing that too.
I have a
I like
friend.
doing those.
I actually like. It's crazy the 2 and the 3-pointer thing. I ended up scratching even like overall doing it. I put in like $25-$30 just to do it, and there's times where I was $12 up, and then I just went back down, and I went all the way back up. So I mean, it was like I pretty much scratched even doing it. But I have a friend who he knows this girl. She bet $1 that 3 different people would score first, and she guessed every single one of them right, and she won like $890.
Holy shit.
She bet
Deal.
$1. It's crazy. She got all 3 right of who would score first in the NBA for each game.
Yeah, that's just straight dumb luck right there.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's another thing that happened to Josh. He bet on a buzzer beater for the game, for the Sixers and who they played. I can't remember who they played, but that this guy would score, and he was like, "Why not? I'll send money to it." And he put it in $1 because that's all he had left. Dude, the guy got the ball. The game was over. Like they knew they lost by like 10 points, or whatever. So he was like slowly dribbling. He waited for the buzzer to hit. The buzzer hits, then he throws the ball, and he scored.
Oh, so you didn't get it off in time?
Damn.
And Josh bet on him, and he was right. If he would have just like thrown the ball 3 seconds earlier,
Mhm.
then the buzzer would have hit, and he would have scored. But he waited till the buzzer sounded, and then he threw it from across the court, like literally all the way across the court. And he still scored. And Josh was throwing. He was so upset yesterday.
That's the ass
Dude,
thing about betting.
He just couldn't win.
Did the Nuggets win the game?
I don't know.
Who renamed the name of this channel?
What
What do you mean?
Yeah, Cameron needs a
Cam needs a
girlfriend.
girlfriend because he's lonely and sad. It wasn't me.
That was me.
Oh, okay. I was
Fuck.
curious. I was like, I looked up and I was like,
I don't know, but all right. So this is how you do shoutouts. If you want to get shouted out, just go to my Twitter at Hadschat and retweet this podcast episode. And if you want to support the pod more, there's a link in the description. And also sub to my YouTube channel. Just
Yes. Leave us a question if you have any questions for us.
Yep.
Give us a topic. Give us something to interact with.
Anything.
Bye, guys.